story heavy.
That's cool.
Very story heavy.
That's cool.
Games.
Kevin tells me that's one I should play too, which I'll probably get eventually. Yeah. Yeah. If I'm ever in the mood for a different paced game. But yeah, that's... You know, and it's funny, I think a lot of people don't even realize that Resident Evil 2 came out on the 64.
It did, yeah.
Just because most people's first dealings with Resident Evil was PS1.
Well, that
was a fluke.
That was unanticipated. Yeah, and what other people may not even realize too is that Resident Evil 0 was originally slated to be on the and god damn it, it was originally supposed to be on the N64 as well.
Huh.
And then they decided to change it because they couldn't handle it.
Resident Evil 0, right?
Resident Evil 0.
What
yeah.
was?
So
did
it
they have
coming
Resident
out
Evil
for
1 on the 64?
No.
How did they have 2? Why did they have 2?
Because... You know what? That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure why 2 they decided to release 2 on there. Huh. I think it was just because it was such a good selling game that they decided to port it to the N64. Yeah.
Yeah, just as they were like, what? More money.
Yeah. So, but yeah, 0 was supposed to be out on the N64. They couldn't do it, so they ended up... And actually, I think it was plagued by delays and stuff, too. So they ended up just releasing it for the GameCube.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, too, because I remember reading an article or something at the time. I mean, this was a long time ago, so I don't really 100% remember it, but I thought I remember reading something that said if they had done Final Fantasy VII on the N64, it would have taken somewhere of like 12 cartridges or something.
15 cartridges.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
There was one. There was like comic book ads and stuff that I remember where they would advertise saying that like the game's so huge, if it was on the N64, it would retail for about $1,500. is what it said.
Ridiculous.
Which I think it's like if
that might be a little exaggerated.
It might be a little bit exaggerative, but no, if it ended up being like 15 different like cartridges and stuff like that, I mean, if you think about the average game cart was $70, so $70 for the N64, so 70 times 15. I mean, it's definitely over. I think it's over $1,000. It's like $1,050. So.
Oh, maybe they weren't off.
Well, it's not $1,500, but
no, but that's still a lot of money.
Whoop. Okay. Oh, I can't reach you. Oh, yes, I can.
Let's see, what the hell else was on N64? Gauntlet 64.
Yes, there was Gauntlet. That's right.
I want to say Jet Force Gemini.
Jet Force Gemini was on the N64.
Yeah, Armorines, I believe, was another one. There's a whole bunch.
Cruisin' USA.
Cruisin' USA. Aiden Chronicles. I have that one.
Oh, yeah.
Along with the strategy guide.
I forgot about Aiden Chronicles. But see, a game like Aiden Chronicles would never... I don't think that would make it onto any kind of compilation. No. It's too obscure.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh yeah, I suppose wasn't Hexen?
Hexen was, yeah. I think, but they also ported it to the PlayStation as well.
I think that's where I actually...
That was where a lot of games started doing that, where it was they would do cross platforming, yeah.
Oh, this fucking boss.
He's not terribly hard.
No, it's just annoying.
Yeah. Where are you? Oh, hi. Okay. Oh, slow down.
Oh, God. Throw a boomerang.
I did. I just did.
That was stupid.
Come on. Could you please just get hit by my stuff? Thanks. I got it! I kneeled on it.
Done.
Yeah. So we're on level 3 and we're going on to level 4. So I think level 4 I might be able to kind of just kind of pwn it, make it my own.
How many levels is this?
It's like 9.
Really?
There's a lot. This is a long game actually.
Fuck my balls.
Yeah, sorry.
It was that long. No, that's fine.
But yeah, this level I might be able to make my own, make it my bitch.
Oh yeah, the happy skeletons.
Yeah. And then it will start getting a little bit more difficult for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can walk on these platforms as long as you don't jump. You're good. Hi.
Oh yeah, the weird wall guy.
I want to grab you. I also like the little skeleton heads that follow you.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute. Adorbs.
God.
Come on. Come on. Okay. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to see what they would do with an N64 classic.
I honestly, I think that it is
the next step.
It's the next logical step.
Yeah.
Will they release it this year? No, because they just did they just re-released the NES edition.
It's true.
So I think that probably like next year, around like the Christmas
I can see that.
season and stuff like that. That'll be ready for it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh God, those always make me so nervous.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good devil.
I'm gonna get you.
I wanna reach out and grab you.
No! Ooh, buddy boy.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a wall.
Yes, that is. That's what a wall looks like.
No, you
Oh,
bitch!
he tricked
You
you.
bitch!
Well, at least the platforms are a little forgiving, if not hurt stopping.
Yeah.
Chicken. Yeah, screw it. You know what Castlevania game actually I loved that people kind of panned pretty hard? It was the Castlevania fighting game.
Oh, Castlevania Judgment or something like that?
I loved it. It played really well.
I've never played that one before. Honestly,
I have it. It's great.
if I could find it at like a GameStop or some kind of like used video game place, I would pick it up.
It
in a
honestly
heartbeat.
is
But
pretty amazing.
But the funny thing is, for how many people badmouth that game and think that it's terrible, you never find it. You never find it out in the wild, so it means that people who have it, like, they're not giving it up.
Yeah. Well, it just... Like, I remember reading it and being like, oh, fuck it, this can't possibly be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I bought it just on a whim and played it, and I was like, dude, this game's fucking amazing.
Actually pretty good.
Hell yeah, man. Like, the graphics were great, the characters were, like, reimagined, so it was just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole battle system was really intelligent. So, I mean, I loved it. I wish it would have got more love.
It did not get respect. It didn't get really much of anything.
Definitely did not.
Oh, right. That's right. God damn it. Okay.
This part was always weird to me.
Yeah, you just have to outlast these things.
Outlast the deuces. The worst enemies in any fucking game.
I hate them.
The deuces.
And there it goes again.
Put any enemy in a parabolic pattern in a platformer and it's irritating.
Is it gonna stop right there? Or is it gonna keep going? Oh, it's
And
gonna
then the
stop.
platform's
But then the
gone.
platform. Yeah, there it is. Whoop. Whoop. That actually got a little bit closer than I thought it was going to.
it was a little
Oh
dicey.
boy.
Oh,
This is trippy as balls, and
This
it's
one-
amazing.
And this was actually really cool to me.
Shit.
I did really like this part. Be careful, buddy.
I'm
Well, use boomerangs if you need to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whoop.
Say it's honestly the best move you can make. Pave the way, so.
Oh god.
Oh, you're gold.
Yes.
Chicken.
Good old Tekken 3. You know, it's that jump was a little close. You know, it's embarrassing because that mode of Tekken 3, I ended up playing that mode like so much more than the actual fighting game.
Oh, absolutely. Who didn't?
Yeah.
That's like me with Soul Blade.
Oh, Soul Blade.
I played Edgemaster mode more than the
Yeah.
actual fighting game. I loved it.
Oh, Edgemaster. It's still to this day, because of Edgemaster mode, Soul Blade is like one of my favorite fighting games of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely
And
love
they
that.
kind of expanded on it with a lot of the other Soul Calibur games.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
That's
they
cool.
had a few of those and some of the other ones, and I loved them. They were really cool. It brought an RPG element to a fighting game. It was
Yeah.
badass. Just like game was on the PS1 that did that too?
Airgees.
Airgees, yeah.
Airgees,
Had like almost an
It had the final,
exploration.
and it had the Final Fantasy cast of characters too.
Or at least a few of them anyway.
I know Cloud was in there, wasn't he?
Cloud, Tifa, and
Barrett?
no, I don't think Barrett. I want to say Sephiroth, but I don't think he was. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't recall. Huh.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh my god.
All right, this is where it's starting to get hazy for me. I don't remember. This
Oh
part
my
at all.
god, please let me up here. Please, I gotta get
one up?
home.
It might be actually, but I'm not. I could care less.
Not gonna chance it.
No. Wait a minute.
Bang, 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 bang.
I don't know what that would be over there.
Yeah, that's just dead end.
I gotta go home. I gotta get to the store before they close.
Oh yeah, look at me flex my one muscle.
Otherwise, my wife's gonna kill me.
Their stances in these games always crack me up. Like the weird booty short skirt.
Hell yes.
Oh god. Oh, that's right. So I've been playing East 8, Lacrimosa of Dana for the Switch lately, and yeah, it's just it always cracks me up watching like. It's great because the female characters aren't like overly boobled. Because you play like any of the Tales games, there's always characters with these enormous tits, and it's like all right, like come on a little bit. But then like in East,
Come on a little bit.
in East 8, like they're actually like modestly boobled, so it's not like they're not overly sexualized.
Oh, so it's nothing like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Oh god, no. But it's funny because some of the characters, I mean, they're like very scantily clad.
Mm.
But it's always interesting to me how like more powerful armor for women in games is like the less I wear. Oh, that's right. A little mode 7 in action too.
Yeah.
The shrinkage. Oh my god, I feel like the golem.
Okay. Ow.
Hey, Mega Man syndrome, you're beating him. Don't worry about it.
Where'd he go?
And fucking
There he
you.
is. Oh god.
Oh yeah, I've died against the blocks.
Yeah, well, it's because even after he's dead, like the blocks still fall.
Oh yeah.
So annoying. All right, now it's gonna start to get more difficult. Now I'm in bad shape.
Oh fuck, you're only on level 5.
Level 5.
Oh my god.
Level 5.
Level 5! Level 5! And you're almost at his castle.
Yeah, there is a lot more.
How can there be more?
Because once you're in his castle, it's a whole new domain. It's a whole nother domain.
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
fucking harpies.
Fleaman.
Nothing's worse than getting shot with a whole bunch of fleamen.
Oh, God. Ooh. ×3.
Times trace. That means you can throw 3 at once, right?
Yeah. How long have you been playing Castlevania?
Some
for
people
like
might not
2
know.
months?
Some people might not know. So how much experience do you have with the Castlevania franchise?
I have quite a bit of experience when it comes to like I would say the classics. Obviously Castlevania 1, 2, and 3 on the Nintendo.
Of course.
I played the first 2 Game Boy games and a little bit of the third one. Was it Castlevania Legacy? I think. Yeah, it was.
Not the one with the chick.
Yeah, this is the one with the chick. The third one. I haven't played much of that. Well, the first one was just Castlevania.
The first one was Castlevania.
And then the second one was
that was Castlevania Adventure.
the Castlevania Adventure. Then there was Belmont's Revenge,
That's the one I've never played.
and then Castlevania Legacy.
Yeah.
And that was the one with
Oh, it's not
the
Castlevania
girl.
Legend.
Castlevania Legends. You're right. And I can't believe I fucking just got rid of my boomerang for a knife.
You did.
I
For a
wasn't.
knife!
That's not a knife.
Yeah, you
That's
fucked.
a knife.
You fucked that up just
I
like you
sure-
hibashi'd the name.
Sure did. Yeah, Castlevania Legends. You're right.
Yeah. I remember that one because I had that one. And then
gotcha.
it promptly disappeared from my collection somehow.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't know where. I played it as a kid and beat it, but that was about it.
Yeah, that one I
Past
ended
that,
up,
I don't know
I
where
ended up
that-
getting that at one of the Midwest Gaming Classics
That's right.
for $50.
That is an
Yep.
expensive one.
It is. It is.
Yes.
It's actually gone up like about $20 since.
I'm curious. I'll look that up real quick
Ow.
and see what that goes for. Let's see. Where are you guys starting?
But yeah, I've got that Symphony of the Night. I just absolutely fell in love with that the first time I ever played it.
Castlevania Legend.
And then I've got both of the ones for the N64. I played the was it Castlevania 64 a little bit. I've never played Legacy of Darkness.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I played some of the Game Boy Advance ones and the DS ones.
Yeah, Circle of the Moon,
But-
Aria of Sorrow.
But as far as like the PlayStation 2 games, I don't think I've ever played any of the PlayStation 2 games.
Really?
Lords of Shadow, I actually played that. I actually really loved the Lords of Shadow series, although I'd never played Lords of Shadow 2.
$67.50.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still more than I paid for it.
Yeah, you're right. I've played. Oh Jesus! I want to say I've played almost all of them. The only one I haven't played are the Lords of Shadow games. I have them.
You've never played even the first
I
one?
haven't played the first one, but I have it. I played the demo.
Oh, they're great.
And I haven't played the. What was it? What was the one for the DS? The
Mirror of
3DS.
Fate.
Mirror of Fate.
Yeah, that was kind of a...
That was almost a nod to like the old, or not old ones, but to like the Metroidvania kind of.
Yeah.
I actually really liked a lot. I mean, other than that, I've played all the GBA games. I've played all of the DS games. Like I've loved them all.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Symph clones they call them. I think.
Yeah, well, once they got Symphony of the Night, then
It was that formula.
Castlevania knew that they had already had a formula at that point.
Dime a dozen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but the weird thing is, like, none of them really captured that same essence.
No.
And they were all incredibly easy, with the exception of Order. Order of Ecclesia was very difficult.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yes, that's one I think you should honestly try, because it caters more to your kind of style.
Oh, does it?
Well, yeah, it's brutal. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get onto this thing.
You have
I
to
know
jump.
I have to jump right here, but I don't want to.
This is where I kind of hated this.
Why?
Just because the moving platforms aren't exactly the
God.
most well-defined, like where you can land and where you can't sometimes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, this is honestly where it kind of starts to fall apart for me. It's kind of the same as you.
Where you
It
don't
gets
get...
a little more...
Oh, it falls apart for you as
dicey.
in, like, you get... Oh, yeah.
Frustrated.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But the one thing I will say that this one definitely has over a lot of them
it starts right here?
is the fact that you can control yourself mid-jump.
Yes, you can.
Unlike a lot of this game's predecessors, where it's like, if you're committed to that jump...
Mm-hmm. That's the direction you're going.
Because Bloodlines falls under that category where it's you jump forward, you're jumping forward.
Yeah, no choice.
Yeah.
Yep, here it is. Wait for it. Oh, yeah, look at me move in the air. I feel so free as a bird.
Jumping out! Oh my god! Oh yeah!
I got hit.
Yeah, I would say of all the Metroidvanias,
Oh, son of a bitch, that platform got me again.
Symphony of the Night is probably one of my favorite. But what? Oh, I thought you were gonna get hit on the rebound.
No, I wasn't going to get hit on the rebound, you jerk.
But Portrait of Ruin was really good because you played as Jonathan Morris, John Morris's son. You actually fight Richter in it in order to get the vampire killer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was a cool thing because like they explain the whole idea of the vampire killer not like killing off people who aren't Belmonts. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it was Richter handed the Belmont. I guess the Morris family was like a big family friend of the Belmonts, and that's why John Morris has the vampire killer. But apparently, the vampire killer drains the life of someone who is not a Belmont.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that's how John Morris ends up passing. But you can actually you fight the memory of Richter in the Vampire Killer to unlock its true potential. It was actually kind of clever.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Huh. So, and I forgot, I played the kind of the sequel to this and the prequel to Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Dracula X.
Yes.
So
Yeah.